and welcome to Real Talk TV. Yes, we keep it real over here. My name's Dia Linda. Some people call me D, some people call me Dio. Up to you to decide. So today we're going to be talking about blackfishing being the new blackface. Yes, you might have not heard the term blackfishing, but we'll get onto that later. But blackface, it started a very long time ago. And since it's been banned, you know, people always find a way to reintroduce something, change a couple things. And then, so that's how we got to blackfishing today. But first, let's rewind and take it back to how this blackface horrific thing even happened in the first place. Blackface started around the 19th century, where these white actors, as they like to call themselves, would paint their faces black or use other types of makeup to make their lips look bigger and just basically take a mick out of black people's features. So these so-called actors would perform at minstrel shows. Yeah, I guess it was very popular to be openly racist like that back then, as the lyrics they used would mock black people and stick to the certain stereotype that they created about black people. Not only were minstrel shows so popular in the US, but they were also very popular in the UK. Yep, that's right. So they had this black and white minstrel show.
The black and white minstrel show was legendary television, with its huge audience of around 14 million viewers.
Which used to play on the BBC, which we still paying for till today. You know that TV license? Imagine we're funding a network that ran this type of shows. So the black and white minstrel show went on for 10 years. 10 freaking years. Can you even believe it? And they even got so popular that they even went on to tour to UK seaside resorts, Australia and New Zealand. Can you imagine? After touring for so long and showing their racism throughout the world, these anti-racist groups petitioned, protested, and the show was finally banned. I can't even believe that these things happen for like 20, 30 years. I mean, it still happens today, Some people still do blackface today, which is actually very crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Since blackface was banned, so, as I was talking about, there's always a reinvention stage or phase that happens. I mean, just a lot of things get recycled, these people always find loopholes to carry on these disgusting and utterly racist things. So if we're going to talk about blackface and blackfishing, we now have to talk about cultural appropriation. And cultural appropriation comes from when someone from one culture copies another culture.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
So if we're talking about cultural appropriation, it happens a lot. It happens in fashion, it happens with celebrities, it happens in the media. It happens on a daily basis. Cultural appropriation is a very big thing. And it's a thing that happens so often, it's just masked in different ways that we sometimes don't even recognize. Like you dressing up in an indigenous people's costumes, that is not a costume. That is a culture. You cannot just think, oh yeah, this would be a nice thing to do, and just do it. there are a lot of repercussions that people don't think about. Especially nowadays. Yes, people say that people now are too sensitive, but it's not about being sensitive. It's about being now aware of all the things that people used to say and do wrong that we never really used to speak about. But now we have the chance, we have the opportunity, we have platforms, we can voice our opinions as much as we want. And usually when we unite, that's when we see change. Cultural appropriation is huge. But if we're starting with the cultural appropriation topic, we have to mention the Kardashians. The Kardashian clan. Oh my days. The Kardashians have been culturally appropriating so many things. They do it through their hair, they do it through their outfits, they do it through, I don't know, even the fact that they have this fascination with black culture and actually even having black boyfriends, black husbands, is completely weird as well. I would say that Kim Kardashian was definitely one of the top people that started this cultural appropriation. Like, you can see her getting braids and then they call it in the media as a new set trend. No. Like, it's very important, not just historically, but culturally. Getting cane rows, getting braids is not just a style for us. It's not just something that you can just do just because you think is a trend. And it's so funny that as soon as Kim Kardashian does something or a style that's definitely hugely influenced by the black culture, they now think that it's an exotic look, It's very trendy. Whilst a lot of people don't even know that in slavery days, the women used to cane row grains of rice into their hair so they would have something to eat if their slave owners were trying to stop them from eating, starving them for something. This is what they used to do. They used to hide things in their hair. They used to braid grains of rice in their hair. So you can't tell me that someone else or someone from another culture doing a trendy look, what they call it, it's something acceptable, because it isn't. Like, our people suffered. It's just a hairstyle. No, it's not just a hairstyle. There's a lot of story behind that hairstyle, and that's for a reason.
There is more.
Yes, blackface has been banned, but there have been celebrities and people that have still done blackface as a costume.
Oh my god! 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 Oh my god!
There's even big brands, designer brands, other types of brands that you might support that have done and made products with blackface, or they were definitely inspired by blackface, as you can tell. But yeah, it's still happening today. We need to make a change. This needs to stop. Let's start boycotting all these brands. How about that? Let's start supporting our black businesses. How about that? Don't just claim to be for the culture and not support the culture. Don't just claim to love black music, black culture, all of this, and not stand up when you see something wrong. So yeah, a lot of you need to wake up for sure. For real. So yeah, now we get on to blackfishing. This is just a whole new level that I don't even know how to talk about it. We having girls that are making themselves pass as a black girl. How is this possible? What even goes through your head for you to think of, come up with something like this? Like, how did you even think that's okay to do? You're a white girl, then you get darker foundation, or you get a very dark spray tan because you want to have this glow. You want to have this melanin that you can't have. You're just forcing it. I do not understand. There's even girls out there, they manipulate their hair to make their hair look curly, you know. So then you have brands literally sponsoring and sending these girls that are blackfishing. So these girls are making money trying to pass as a black woman. How is that possible? But these brands don't want to hire actual black women, but they're hiring these knockoffs. I don't get it. I do not get that. And yes, a lot of these girls have been exposed.
But being exposed did not change a thing. These girls are still doing everything that they were doing before and just making up excuses. While there's so many women out there still getting discriminated by their hair, by their natural hair. Why? For what reason? Women should be free and open to wear their hair however they want and whenever they want. It does not matter. You should not be discriminated against. And this is the reason why this blackfishing and all they're doing is never going to be acceptable. Black women are beautiful no matter their hairstyle, and they will always be, and they should have the freedom to speak through their hair, because every style speaks for itself. In America, action has been taken, and there are some states that have banned hair discrimination. So this just goes to show you how important and how deep-rooted it is. So please take this into consideration. Please follow, subscribe, and like.